What is up, mama and welcome to looking back at past games. Now basically I used to do a series on my old channel where every time I beat a video game I'll go back and reminisce about it. Let's go ahead and reminisce about the game we just completed. I think last Monday was actually a week from now, I'm guessing. Sonic Adventure 2. Now let's go ahead and give you some backstory about Sonic Adventure 2. I did not play Sonic Adventure 2 till I was 15, I believe, because I did not want to go out and buy a GameCube. The GameCube was the worst thing Nintendo's ever made to me personally, so I skipped out on it until I got a Wii, which is one of the best consoles. Well, 64 is the best Nintendo console to me personally, but when the Wii came out, I instantly went to GameStop and got a GameCube version, of course, of Sonic Adventure 2, and I started playing it. Okay, now the only reason why I played it because people constantly kept pouring it out, basically saying that SA2 is the stuff. SA2 is my favorite Sonic Adventure game, so I decided to go ahead and play it, or Sonic Adventure. So I go outside to play it, and I'm not saying the game sucks by any means, but I'm looking back at it now since we got done doing a playthrough of it. It's been like 2 months since I've completed that playthrough, so me taking a 20-year-old perspective on this, playing a game I played 6 years ago, I gotta honestly say that SA2, like I've always said, is not the best Sonic game. Okay, to me personally, it's not. Going back playing it and looking at it 2 months now and starting to play it actually on today of the 20th of this month, at January the 20th. Looking back at actually going back and playing it and looking at it now, this is not anything compared to the legacy of SA1. Okay, now this is my personal opinion. If you don't like it, that's all you. I just don't get why fans constantly praise this game as being the premiere and being the best Sonic game ever. It's not even close. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 1. Okay, when people praise this game, they seem to praise it for Sonic levels. I'm sorry, but one thing cannot save a game when it's tanking. And looking back at this game now, I didn't watch any of my playthrough parts, but looking back at it and knowing all this, I gotta truly say this game tanked. It tanked bad. The mech stages are stupid. Well, there's a 50-50 with those people on that, so I'm gonna leave those up to whoever wants to. The treasure hunting stages are ruined. SA1 had the best treasure hunting stages of all time. Once again, this is not a rant. This is just me looking back at this game 6 years from the last time I played it, and back in that day. Because when I was 16, I hated this game. No, I was 14. I'm sorry. I hated this game. I hated it with a fucking passion. Only because of the fact that, like I said, people were just being misleading, saying that it's the best game. No, I played better Sonic games. I can't give you on top of my head right now, but I literally have played better Sonic games. Believe it or not, I actually think Sonic 06 is better than this game. I think I actually made a reference towards that in the first episode of the playthrough. But I completely digress off that. Once again, this is just my perspective. Now let's look at some of the positives here. We got the Chow Garden, okay? That's good for you people who want virtual pets. FYI, I'm gonna chunk by Chow in this game because it's a specific reason why I do it. But as people act like the Chow Garden and the running stages just save it. No, I'm sorry, but let's look back at Sonic Adventure 1, okay? And I'm not trying to compare this to SA1 by any means necessary. I'm just trying to put it in the lingo and actually trying to let you guys know that this just isn't as enjoyable as SA1 to me. SA1 had good stages, long variety, and different gameplay mechanics. Sure, Big ruined everything, but that ain't that big of a deal. When the new gimmick was given that players did not, Sega knew players wouldn't want to enjoy, what did Sega do? They shortened the stages. Big only got 3 stages. Gamma, you only got 3 stages. It was a new mechanic that they were testing. You have less stages. On here you have more treasure hunting and freaking shooting stages than anything else. Why do y'all still constantly compare this to SA? I mean, every time I see Sonic Adventure 2, there's always gonna be a rush to SA1. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because every video I've ever seen on YouTube about SA2 has SA1. And the controls aren't horrible, they're just not as good as I think they should be. The gameplay is what kills me. The story mode, when you are a kid, 16 and younger, you don't notice these plot hole twists. You don't notice these things. You don't say to yourself, how did they get this confused? You're so fascinated by Sonic running next to a black hedgehog doing backflips and acrobatics with chaos control and shit. You don't pay attention to that until you look back at it and be like me, being a 20-year-old male, look at this stuff and say, how did I enjoy this 6 years ago? How did I secretly do this? The Chow Garden, someone's going to comment down, the Chow Garden is amazing, the Chow Garden is alright. It's not the saving grace. It can't save this game. it's alright. Some people have literally spent years in the Child Garden just to start all over when the PS3 and Xbox 360 version came out. And I own the PS3 version of this game. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing bad with it. I'm satisfied with it. It's just a matter of opinion. I just honestly don't think that this game is anything. I mean, DX had the Child Garden and stuff like that, and no one praised it for that, even though it wasn't expansive and enlarging and you can make child hentai have sex with a heart fruit. It wasn't there. Well, it was there, but I didn't know how to do it at that time. And like I said, if you look back at this game, can you truly honestly play this game again? Unless you're doing a YouTube playthrough or something like that, can you honestly go back and look at this and play this again? What stages are memorable besides fucking City Escape? It's the stage that everyone seems to whore out. Sure, it has good music in the intro. I think y'all people are stuck in that lingo where music can save a game. It can't. Okay, now sometimes it can, but it doesn't always. In this game, you just can't save it. It's just I just don't understand. Like, I'm not hating this game. I don't hate SA2. I don't. It's a good game. It's not the best. I don't really have a particular... Well, I think Sonic Adventure 1 is my personal favorite Sonic game, to me in all honesty. But if you don't think that, hell, maybe you think Sonic 06 is good. I personally like Sonic 06. I have nothing against it. People seem to say it sucks, but Sonic 06 is actually a pretty good game if you know how to play it. That's just my personal opinion. Don't take it to heart. This is just what I think. Like I said, we're looking back at it 2 months now. It's just, I rarely play this game. I played SA1 at least 3 times. I played SA2 like 1 time. And that's it. And that was for YouTube purposes, to try to play the game again and try to give it a second chance. I did give it a second chance. I enjoyed it somewhat. I didn't like the length of the game. I didn't like how short the game was. I didn't like how the gay difficulty turns they attempted to put in were really stupid. Like the big meteor hurt stages, and I got the one that's for rouges and shit like that. Those stages were they truly needed. And I'm sorry guys, with that being said, and listing all the numerous negative possibilities that I've actually said, SA2 just doesn't hold up to SA1 to me standard. Now like I said, the reason why I'm comparing it to that, because every video I've ever seen with Sonic Adventure 2 has been compared to SA1. And I feel like I have to go ahead and mention that. Now, I want you to think that, oh my god, the reason why it's like that because you're constantly comparing it to that. No. Yeah, I am comparing it to it because it's a freaking, it was the game that came out before this. And if you put all that in contact, maybe you would actually think about it. I'm sorry, but childhood shit, you don't notice when you're young, you notice when you're older. And I completely noticed all these flaws in this game. It's not bad. It's not the worst Sonic game, but I literally have played better. And if I gotta go back and rate SA2 and its fun factor, I would probably give it at least a 6 or 7. I'm not hating the game, speaking my mind. That's it. God bless, peace, and thanks for watching the first ever looking back at a game. Later, my Banana Nation.